On this channel, I make 3 different sorts of videos at the moment. I make videos about running, I make videos about tech, and I make videos about BSL British Sign Language because I'm currently learning that particular skill. Now this video is actually going to combine all 3 of those subjects into one video. So the first problem I have is which title sequence am I going to run? Now, if you're a regular viewer, you'll know that I've been making running vlogs for quite some time now, but more recently I've been taking a course in BSL, in British Sign Language. In case you don't know, this is the thing that you see maybe in the corner of the screen when you see news reports, perhaps BBC News Channel, perhaps also government departments will sometimes, if they're doing announcements, will have people standing there flinging their hands about and doing BSL. In fact, very recently to when I'm recording this, a question was posed in Parliament at why Boris Johnson's government aren't using somebody signing BSL in their new £2.5 million briefing room that they've recently constructed, whereas of course in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, you always have people there on one side doing British Sign Language. Anyway, this is partly to do with what this video is about, because these people who do that sign language are incredibly talented. They have been training for years, and it's like interpreting for any language. It's just as complicated and involved as people who might be at the United Nations doing French to German or English to Spanish or whatever it may be. What they're having to do, these people are having to listen to what somebody is saying, in this case sign, so in other words interpret what they're listening to, while continuing to listen to what the person is saying so that they can carry on interpreting it. They can, for the people who are watching or listening or whatever it may be. So it's very difficult. You have to effectively multitask. I thought that was a myth. Apparently it exists. And you might think that, why am I talking about this? Because I've only been learning BSL, British Sign Language, for about, 6 months or so at the time of recording this. And the people who are doing that job have been doing it for years. But I am actually setting myself a challenge to do something similar. It's barking mad, it's completely ridiculous. But what I want to do is I want to sign in the corner of the screen for one of my running vlogs. So that is where the running comes in, that's where the BSL comes in, and the tech. Well, if I take the background off for a second, you will actually see that I am in a green screen at the moment. I've got a light over there, as you can see. There's a light down here as well. And the use of this green screen behind me will enable me to put me, on top of the video of me running so that I can do my signing. So the first thing I need to do, I need to go out for a run, record the video. That is going to be my signing video, but it's hopefully a normal running vlog. And I'll do that now, and then we'll talk a little bit about the tech and what's going to happen after that. Right, I've just finished recording the video, and I rambled a bit. I was so determined to just try and talk slowly so that I wouldn't have to sign quickly, because I can't sign that quickly yet. And also not just ramble, but I can't help it. I can't help myself. So I'm a little bit concerned. As I was talking, I was thinking, yeah, I know the sign for that. And then I'd say something else and think, nope, I haven't got a clue for that. So at the moment, I'm a little bit worried about this challenge that I've set myself, because I've probably set myself a mountain to climb. So anyway, I've done it now. It's recorded. That's the video. If I'm going to set myself a challenge and I'm going to do it, that is the video that I've got to try and interpret for. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's go home and think about that. Okay, that's the running video now in the can. I do have to do a little bit of editing, but I don't edit my running videos that much. I like to be sort of natural in those videos. So there's a little bit of editing, but not an awful lot. So I will need to edit those. I use a program called Final Cut Pro 10 on my Mac, and I'll edit that into a video. And then I'm going to be watching that video back and trying to interpret it, trying to sign as I speak. Now, the content of that video, there's definitely words I used that I know in sign, but there's also plenty of other words that I don't know. So it's going to be a bit of a learning experience, which actually is no bad thing, because at the time of recording this, I have 2 assessments coming up for level 1. I've already taken and passed the first assessment, but I have 2 more assessments coming up in just a few weeks. And I'm hoping that doing this process of doing a bit of extra signing, doing a bit of signing that's challenging me, is going to help to boost my confidence ready for those exams. That's what I'm hoping. So the next thing I need to do is to watch the video back, try and do a little bit of practice with the signing and just try and get into a process where I can feel confident enough to sign back for the entire video. So I'm going to go away, watch it, try and pick up some of the signs and see how I get on with that. I'll report back. Really, the next bit of recording I'll do for this video is when I'm going to get ready to actually do the signing. So I'll let you know how I do, how much extra I've had to do, and that's coming up in just a moment. Okay, so I have been spending a little bit of time going through the video, the various parts of the video. So there's something before the credits, there's like an intro bit before the actual run, and then there's the bit after the run as well. So and it's a total of about probably 5.5, 6 minutes, so it's quite a lot. I rambled, didn't I? I said I was worried that I rambled, and I did. I just can't help it. So I've been going through, and I'm pleased to say that I understood, or I already knew, I think, a lot of the signs that I needed. Now, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet here, because when I recorded the video, I was clearly modulating what I talked about, knowing that I was going to need to sign it. So I didn't use too many big words. I don't normally anyway, as you've probably noticed. But I wasn't trying to overly do that. You know, I was trying to be natural and do the normal kind of video that I do, but I was conscious of the fact that if I spoke about the weather, I was likely to know the signs for it, for example. But there were things that I did have to go and look things up for. Now I've got, oh, hang on. I don't know whether my stand is on. Just bear with me, bear with, hang on. It's not very professional. So I have some pieces of paper on which I have some scribbled notes that I took while I was watching the things back, just to kind of help remind me some of the signs that I don't. For example, I needed to look at, I didn't know what vlog was. I mean, it's not something you're likely to cover in a lesson. And the sign for vlog is like that. So well, it's quite good. I didn't even know there was a sign for vlog, so that was quite good. So what else did I have to do that I have to look at? We've done same very often already, so that was a sign that I was already familiar with, so same. I wasn't sure about different, so different is that's different, which I'm going to need as one of the signs. I'm looking at my framing on the screen at the moment, and my hands are quite low there, so I think I'm going to have to adjust my framing, because I need to have there's this thing we talk about in the lesson with the frame, the sort of sign area being kind of up like here. But sometimes you do need to sort of go lower than that. So shorts, for example, there is a sign that's up here for shorts, but you kind of also sometimes want to go down and just put your hands on your legs to describe shorts. And there is a bit when I talk about shorts in the video. So there's all these various things anyway. But I'm fairly happy. I do tend to talk quite quickly as well, and that's not very good when you're new at signing and you're trying to kind of keep up with yourself. But one of the things I've got to try and remember as I do this is that signing is a completely different language to spoken English. It's a kind of pictorial in many senses. You're kind of not acting, but you are describing with actions what somebody is saying. So you're not really interpreting word for word. You are describing the essence of what they're talking about. And because of that, it's quite difficult not to just listen and be going, right, I've said that word, that's the sign, that word, that's the sign. I've got to try and kind of describe what it is that I'm saying at that particular moment. And that's quite hard, really. So anyway, enough of that. I've got to actually do it. So I'm going to try and play the video back. I've got it on the computer over there. I'm going to look at the camera, record the sign. I might have the signing for each part of the video. I may have to do more than one take. I suspect that is what's going to happen. But let's get cracking with it. Let's see how I do, and I'll come back on the other side and tell you how I got on. Right, there we are then. That's it all done. I've recorded all the bit. What I did was to do 3 takes around about for the 3 different parts that make up the video. And at one stage, actually, my phone ran out of space for all these videos that I was recording. And then for some reason, sometimes the video seemed to transfer really quickly to my computer, and other times it takes an age. And it decided it was going to take half an hour to transfer the videos. So I was sort of sat here twiddling my thumbs. So the sun has gone down in the time that I have been making this video. It's a 6-minute video-ish, something like that. And yet it's going to have taken a rather long time to do all the recording, the editing, and of course all of these bits as well. It's been great fun though. I've really enjoyed it. And I've really enjoyed doing the signing. I've no idea how good it is. I really don't know. I'm contemplating asking my BSL teacher to have a look at it. Whether she'll just be kind or whether she will actually tell me what she thinks, I really don't know. I'm hoping that some people out there will give me some constructive feedback. Be gentle, but you know, constructive feedback is fine. I'm sure there are signs that I will have got wrong. It's almost certain that that will have happened. I'm at such a low level, I'm at such an introductory level on all of this, that it's just been a mad thing to even contemplate doing. But it's been great fun though. Anyway, that'll do now. I've got to get to editing so I can put the video together, put me in the corner and just kind of, you know, put all the titles on, all the usual stuff that I do in my videos. So now it's time to put my video that I've recorded of me gesticulating wildly over the top of my running vlog. So you can see here that this is the software I use to edit the video, and I've got myself on screen looking as usual like a Burke in a hat. And what you can do, if you look at my timeline down below, you can see I have myself there, and just above it I have the video of me doing the signing. That's disabled. If I enable it, you can then see that what actually happens is I completely obliterate the running version of me. So what I've got to do is to superimpose the two over the top. So the first thing I need to do is, with this clip of me pointing at myself there, this is the signing video, you can see I have a green screen, I have some light, and I need to crop some bit out of that. So I'm going to crop me into the, crop the light out, there we go, and take this top bit. It's a bit, I can be a bit fiddly in this. Hang on, let's just zoom out a bit. There we are. Crop myself down so you can just see me. Now in actual fact I am going to perhaps do a slightly different crop just to get rid of the light out of one side in a minute. But there we go. That'll do. That'll do for now. There we go. That'll do. And you can see that what I've done now is I've just got the green and bits of me are starting to appear in the background. Now we're going to do this a bit of magic, because what I'm going to do is to find my key here, which is called Kia. You can see on the right hand side of the screen, and as I sort of hover over it, it'll preview and you can see the green kind of disappears. So what I'm going to do is to take that Kia and I'm going to drop it on my green screen footage, and as if by magic, there I am, just me, and all the background has gone. So the final thing that I need to do is to transform, is to size myself down, which you can see like that, and to put myself somewhere in the corner. So there I am. Let's make myself a little bit bigger. There we go. So now, if I play some of this back, you will see that I will be talking and I will be signing at the same time. In fact, if I scrub over the top of it, you can see me there kind of moving about. So let's just play a little bit. Is that it's split into years, and during the first year, there are 3 assessments: BSL 101, 102, and 103. Right, there we go then. So you can see that's put me in the corner talking over the top. Simple as that. Thank you very much for watching. Do let me know what you think about all this craziness. If you've watched this far, I really do appreciate it, because it has been quite rambly, but it's been good fun. So thank you very much. Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you next time.